Our brand is a family-owned company with a very high entrepreneurial culture and a very hard-working culture. So a lot of the guys that work for us are very passionate. Because we're a family brand and not a big corporate, we have a very nice culture that is different to the other big corporates because we work for the family and not for the bottom line. We're working because we love to work and not always because we want the best profits. So our plans for 2011 are to sell as much forward for 2012. That's why we're here, to launch the 2012 collection. It's being received very well, so early signs are very encouraging. We also want to obviously sell as much stock because we want to finish the year as lean and mean as possible. And we want to plan for the autumn-winter 2012 collection. So 2011 has been a year of investment and launching future collections. So that's really what we need to do for this year. 2012 for me, I think, will be the USA. We are in talks with some very big retail chains in the US, retail chains that can really make a difference. So not 5, 10, 20 shops, but 600, 700 shops. So I think that the USA for a lot of brands is job done. We have been there for 35 years and we still have huge growth opportunity, as well as, of course, Brazil, Russia, India, China. Everybody talks about these countries very easily. Oh yeah, a lot of opportunity, but I think you have to do it right and in the right way, in the right planning, you can launch it. So I think China and USA for us will be the biggest gains in 2012. The working culture is very entrepreneurial. We give a lot of freedom to our staff. Because we're family owned, we haven't got many layers. So the people that work in our business have to really make a difference. So a lot of people come to us because they want to make a difference. They can be a big fish in a small pond, rather than if you're with a big, huge corporate, you'll just have a little small job description. Whereas with us, if you have a good idea, we can do it. It's very entrepreneurial, hard-working, and I think everyone's very passionate as well because they feel ownership of what they're doing. So that's really our working culture. We wouldn't feature an athlete because in the outdoor industry, you haven't got a team or a star. It's not, we can't buy the Tiger Woods of the outdoors, the Lionel Messi of hiking or adventure running. Yeah, it exists, but it's very niche. So I don't think we would spend a lot of money on athletes like a sports company would. Sports companies are different. We would look to partner with the World Wildlife Fund or anything that is environmentally friendly, because that also gives us credibility, and also we want to help the environment in which our shoes are used. So I'm not sure we would spend a lot of money on an athlete at this time. The person I admire most in the sportswear, outerwear, outdoor industry, funnily enough, is my father, because he started the business. 37 years ago, it was his brainchild, and well, he's pioneered and led the way. So I have the most inspirational person sitting in the office opposite me, and I can draw a lot of direction and knowledge from him. And so yeah, it's very simple. That's the most simple answer for me is my father. Because without him, I wouldn't be CEO of Hi-Tec. If I wasn't in the outdoor industry or the sportswear industry, I really don't know, because I'm institutionalized. I've grown up in this industry. I've done nothing else. When I was at school, I worked in the warehouse. When I graduated from university, I worked as a salesman. So I've never been exposed to any other industry. So it's like asking somebody who's in prison all his life, what would you do if you weren't in prison? Well, he doesn't know. So I've always been in this business. I love it. But if I weren't doing this and I could choose any job in the world, I'd probably be a ski instructor. Proudest moment of my career was when I received my first order. As a person in the business, I wanted to prove myself. And when I got my first order and I came home and said, look, I've sold shoes, that was great. So I thought, I'm contributing now, I'm making money. So that was the first time. And there's a second proud moment, was when my father announced me as CEO, and we had a chat, and he said, I think you're good enough. After 12 years of learning, he said, do you want to take over the business? And I thought, hey, I might not be so stupid after all. So, and then to be announced CEO at our recent conference in Amsterdam was, yeah, of course, that's always a very proud moment. So, yeah.